Good morning, dear students. From today we are starting with our second chapter, that is exponents. It is also called as powers, right? Now, if the number is in this form 10 and above the 10, on the head of the 10 there is a 4, so we can read it as 10 raised to 4. This 10 is called as base and this 4 is called as power, or we can also call it as exponent. 4 is also called as exponent. Okay, now what it means, 10 raised to 4, or we can say 10 raised to the power 4, means 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10, 10 multiplied 4 times. Got it? So the answer will be 10,000. Similarly, there is a negative powers also. If the same case 10 raised to minus 4 is there, 10 raised to the minus 4 is there, we can write this minus 4 in the terms of reciprocal, means this 10 raised to 4. If we want to make this negative power as a positive, it becomes a denominator, means 1 upon 10 raised to 4, which is equals to 1 upon 10 multiplied 4 times. So again it is 1 upon 10,000. Okay, so this is about the exponents. Now let us learn the laws of exponents. The first law of exponent is the product law. In this case, a raised to m multiplied by a raised to n will be equals to a raised to m plus n, that means addition of the powers. This law is applicable only if the bases are same. Bases are same. A is the base, A is the base, and between these two numbers there is a multiplication sign, or we can say the product sign. So what the law says, if the bases are equal, then we have to make an addition of their powers. Let us take one example. 3 raised to 2 multiplied by 5 raised to 3 raised to 5. See, the bases are same, 3, 3. So what we have done? We have added the powers, that is 2 plus addition of this 2 and 5. 2 plus 5, 7. Okay. Next is the quotient law. It is used for division. If a raised to m is divided by a raised to n, in that case we can write a raised to m minus n, means subtraction of their powers. This law is applicable only if value of m is greater than the value of n. Numerator's value m is greater than n. Okay. Another example is there, 5 raised to 7 upon 5 raised to 2. See, 7 means numerator's power is greater than the denominator's power, and the bases are equal. So we can say that 5 raised to 7 minus 2. 7 minus 2 means 5 raised to 5. And in case if n is greater, that means denominator's power is greater, in that case what we should do? The same thing we can write in the denominator, 1 upon a raised to m minus n, if n is greater than m. So it is 1 upon 5 raised to 7 minus 2, which is equals to 1 upon 5 raised to 5. Okay. Now next, power law. So see, what is this power law? A raised to m, and again it is raised to n. Okay. So in that case there will be the multiplication of these two powers, a m multiplied by n. For example, 7 raised to 2 and everything is raised to 3. So it becomes 2 multiplied by 3, that is 7 raised to 6. Next very important thing, anything raised to 0 is 1. or we can say a raised to 0 is always 1. Most of the times the students are writing anything raised to 0 is 0. So it is not a 0. Remember this thing. Anything raised to 0 is always 1. For example, 286 raised to 0 is 1. 2 upon 7 raised to 0 is also 1. Okay. Now there are some examples of the negative integrals. For example, minus 2 raised to 3. Minus 2 multiplied by minus 2 multiplied by minus 2. So it is minus 8. Minus minus plus, and again plus into minus will be minus. Okay. Minus 2 raised to 4. Minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2. So all are with the minus sign. So minus minus into plus, again minus minus into plus. So positive into positive is the answer, positive. Similarly, minus 2 raised to 5, answer is minus 32. Minus 2 raised to 6, the answer is 64. Okay. From these examples, what we understand, if power is an odd number, see, power is an odd number. 3 is the odd number. Power of the odd number is power of the odd number is there 3. 3 is the odd number, and final value is negative. Power is even number, answer is positive. Power is odd number, answer is negative. Power is even number, the answer is positive. So from that what we understand, if n is even, means power of any number, any negative number is even, then the value should be a positive answer. Okay. And in case if value of the n, means power of any negative number, is an odd number, the answer will be negative. Okay. Next, negative integral exponents, means a raised to minus n. So whenever the negative sign is there, to make it positive, we have to take a reciprocal of the given number, 1 upon a raised to n. For example, 5 raised to minus 3 is there. To make it as a positive number or positive power, we have taken the reciprocal, 1 upon 5 raised to 3. Whatever the number is there, it goes in the denominator. Okay. Similarly, 2 upon 5 raised to minus 4 is there. So to make this minus 4 as a positive 4, we have written the same thing in the denominator, 1 upon 2 upon 5 raised to 4. Or we can also take a reciprocal of 2 upon 5 to make it positive. So it becomes 5 upon 2 raised to 4. Got it? Or simply if minus 4 is there, to make it as a plus 4, make a reciprocal of this 2 upon 5. What is the reciprocal of 2 upon 5? 5 upon 2. And see, power becomes positive. Understood this thing? It is the negative power and it is the positive power. So to make it as a positive, what we have done? Just a reciprocal of this. Okay. The same thing. Similarly, 1 upon a raised to minus n is there. Then we can take a reciprocal of this and it becomes a raised to n. Got it? For example, 1 upon 5 raised to minus 3. To make this minus 3 as a positive, it becomes 5 raised to 3. Okay. Similarly, 1 upon 3 raised to minus 7 can be written as 3 raised to 7 as a positive. Got it? Now, let us start with the exercise 2a. Question number 1. Evaluate. Exercise 2a. Question number 1 is evaluate. First, 3 raised to minus 1 multiplied by 9 raised to minus 1 in the bracket and divided by 3 raised to minus 2. So whenever we have to evaluate given question, always we are going to convert all the negative powers into the positive. Okay. So to convert this minus 1 into plus 1, what we should do? We can write it as 1 upon 3 raised to 1. To convert this minus 1 into plus 1, what we will do? 1 upon 9 raised to 1. divided by, again to convert this minus 2 into positive, what we will do? 1 upon 3 raised to 2. Got it? Multiplication, 1 into 1 is 1, 3 into 9, divided by 1 upon 3 square, value of the 3 square is 3 into 3, that is 9, 1 upon 9. Got it? Now between these two we want to make a division. As we have learned in the previous chapter, division is converted into multiplication and we will make a reciprocal of this. So reciprocal of 1 upon 9 is 9 upon 1. So simply 9 will get cancelled. The final answer is 1 upon 3. Got it? Next, third example, 2 raised to minus 1 plus 3 raised to minus 1 and the complete bracket raised to 3. First of all, we are going to solve the bracket. And what we have to do? Convert this negative powers into the positive. So to convert this negative into positive power, what we should do? Take a reciprocal of 2, 1 upon 2. Take a reciprocal of 3, it becomes 1 upon 3. Now to make an addition of these two, their denominators are different. So to make their denominators equal, we have taken the LCM of denominators. 2 and 3, the LCM is 6. Hence the first number multiplied by 3 to both numerator and denominator, and our second number is multiplied by 2 to both numerator and denominator. Okay, so it becomes 3 by 6 and it becomes 2 by 6. Addition of 2 and 3 becomes 5 by 6 raised to 3. See, everywhere raised to 3 is as it is. Now we will think about this power raised to 3. So 5 by 6 multiplied by 5 by 6 and multiplied by 5 by 6. So what it will be? 5 5s are 25, 25 5s are 125, 6 6 are 36, 36 6 are 216. So we can say that the final answer is 125 upon 216. Okay. Next question, question number 4th. 6th question we are solving. 5 raised to 2 minus 3 raised to 2 in the bracket 2 upon 3 raised to minus 3. So 5 square 25 minus 3 square, 3 into 3 is 9, and see it is a negative power. To make it positive, what we should do? We'll take a reciprocal of 2 by 3. So what is the reciprocal of 2 by 3? It is 3 by 2, and see power becomes positive after taking the reciprocal. Subtraction of these two, 16, 25 minus 9 is 16, multiplied by 3 upon 2, 3 upon 2 and 3 upon 2, because 3 by 2 raised to 3 is there. So 16 as it is, 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 1s are 8, 8 2s are 16, and 2 multiplied by 27 is 54. So final answer is 54. Okay. Next is the 7th question. 1 by 4 raised to minus 3 minus 1 by 3 raised to minus 3 complete bracket divided by 1 by 6 raised to minus 3. So what we are going to do in this case, first make this negative powers as a positive powers. So to convert this minus 3 in the positive, what is the reciprocal of 1 by 4? 4 by 1. See, negative powers become positive. 1 by 3 raised to minus 3 is there. So it becomes a reciprocal, 3 by 1 divided by 1 by 6. Reciprocal of 1 by 6 is 6 by 1. Okay, raised to 3. Cube of 4 is 4 into 4 into 4 becomes 64, minus 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, it is 27, divided by 6 6 are 36, 36 6 are 216. Okay, subtraction of these two, 37. Convert the division into multiplication and take a reciprocal of 216. So reciprocal of 216 is 1 upon 216. Got it? Now make a multiplication. Numerator multiplied by numerator. So 31 multiplied by 1 is 31 and 216 as it is. Okay. Next, 8th question is there. See what we have done here. It is a negative power. To make it positive, make a reciprocal of this. So reciprocal of 3 by 4 is 4 by 3 with the minus sign. Square. 2 is there, no? Even number is the power. So if even number is the power, the simplification should be a positive value. So 4 into 4 is 16. 3 3s are 9 in the positive. And this 2 is there. So again 16 into 16 is 256 and 9 into 9 is 81. We can solve it in this way, or by using the powers law. By using the power law, what we can say? Minus 2 multiplied by 2. Got it? By using a power law. There will be the multiplication of these two powers. So minus 2 multiplied by 2 is minus 4. Got it? And to make this negative power as a positive, we will make a reciprocal of this. So reciprocal of 3 by 4 is 4 by 3 raised to 4. Since the power is an even number, the final answer should be positive. So 4 into 4 into 4 into 4, it is 256. 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. 3 multiplied 4 times gives us 81. You can solve it in this way, or also you can solve by using the power law. Okay. Next is the question number 10th. 5 raised to minus 1 multiplied by 3 raised to minus 1 divided by 6 raised to minus 1. So first step, convert all the negative powers into the positive powers. So 5 raised to minus 1 can be written as 1 upon 5. 3 raised to minus 1 can be written as 1 upon 3. Division sign as it is. 6 raised to minus 1 written as 1 by 6. So 1 into 1 is 1. 5 3s are 15. And division is converted into multiplication by taking a reciprocal of 1 by 6, 6 by 1. Okay. So 2, 3 2s are 3 5s are. So it is 2 by 5. Final answer. Okay. Next is the question number 2. In this question number 2, if 1125 equals to 3 raised to m multiplied by 5 raised to m, find the value of m and n. Let us find out the prime factors of 1125. First, divided by 3, we are getting 375. Again, dividing this 375 by 3, we are getting 125. Further, this 125 is divisible by 5. So we are getting 25. Again 25 is divided by 5. We are getting 5. 5 ones are 5. That means 1125 can be written as 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. The same thing. Okay. How many times 3 is there? 2 times 3 is there. So 3 raised to 2. How many times 5 is there? 3 times. So we can write 5 raised to 3. Got it? So therefore this can be written as 3 raised to 2 and this can be written as 5 raised to 3. See, this is the given part of our question. Again we have written the same thing. And we know that the value of this 1125 is what? 3 raised to 2 multiplied by 5 raised to 3. This one side remains same. By equating the powers, we can say that the value of m is 2 because both are with the bases 3 and bases are 5. So therefore value of the n will be 3. So m is 2 and n is 3. Is that clear to everyone? value of m is 2 and value of n is 3. Okay.